Pete with Philly Rovers here of the Roverseas YouTube channel. That's how you take a penalty. Ben Brereton-Diaz, number 22, number 1 in our hearts. Get it done today for us, 3-0. Sammy Szmodics coming through, the Irishman, the Hungarian, the Englishman. It's a work of art today, guys. Rotherham, they took the brunt today, 3-0. Amazing. I love it. It's a big bounce back after Tuesday's loss, and it just says something. It speaks volumes. I know we've been win-loss, and this is the pattern that is, but hopefully we change that up Tuesday versus Wigan, and we can do something here, guys. We can do something. I know I was talking about playing out of the back, but the out of the back played well today, and maybe it's just different teams, and maybe it's a bit of a maturing factor, and maybe we just need to learn how to do it. And we certainly did so today. This was a side that just newly promoted Rotherham, and coming off the backs of a managerial change just recently. Warren going to Derby, and Matthew Taylor steps in. He gets the call. He gets promoted from League One managerial job up there to Rotherham, and he has to step in quickly. I think he got there Monday or Tuesday, and he plays his first game. He drew versus Millwall, the Lions, who we beat last week, and then now he faces us, the big guys. So he's got to go back to the drawing board. He's got to figure out things over there. And get pretty much familiar with the faces on hand. He didn't have much time to do it. We took advantage of today, guys, and luckily it wasn't a new managerial bounce, but rather a showing who the correct and better team is, and that today was the Rovers, JDT, the Blue and White Army. It was Brereton with the brace today, and that penalty was something to behold. It was just confidence and setting the tone and sending a message to the team that we are here, and that's how you do it. Also, the George Hurst penalty, we look back on that now on Tuesday, and makes you wonder even more why wasn't that the case on Tuesday from Diaz. Picking him perspective-wise. I'm not sure there. It looks like that maybe we missed 2 points there or 1 point rather on Tuesday, but nonetheless, 3 points today. Glad to see it. Let's continue this run of form on Tuesday rather. It's a makeup game coming off the passing of the Queen, and I think we're the only ones running the show on Tuesday. I don't think there's many other teams playing this coming week, so hopefully we could show the league who's in charge here and move up the table. I think we're in 7th, but with 3 points we can be tops. Exciting times indeed. Pete with Philly Rovers of the Roverseas YouTube channel. Let's continue, guys. The up and ups and ups and ups. October, 2-1 now in October. Rove-tober, of course. And so far, so good. That's it. Halloween approaches, guys. I've got my pumpkin ready. Hopefully, you do too. Might be a little soon, but gotta think optimistically, guys. Pete with Philly Rovers of the Roverseas YouTube channel. Peace out, guys.
So, back at Ewood and back to winning ways. As expected, another win. Absolutely no doubt in my mind that we were keeping the trend up today. It had to be 3 points, really, after chucking away a point away at Cardiff, really. Again, we didn't really deserve a point from, but again, we should have got a point from in the end. But let's not dwell on that. Back to winning ways today. As soon as that first goal went in, I said this could end 3-4-0. As soon as we take the lead, you're never really in doubt that we're going to see it out. It's just the opposite of that. Whenever we go 1-0 down, this team just really struggles to get back into the game, it seems. So I'm glad, obviously, we got the first goal today. Rotherham could have quite easily um, got in the lead. They hit the post in the first half, which was a bit of a heart in mouth sort of moment. Some sloppy defending to say the least, but we ran our luck there, and then there was another kind of half chance, I guess, where Kaminski rushes out and manages to steal the ball from someone's feet. But other than that, they did absolutely nothing second half. Nothing of note from the first half other than those two chances, and a well-deserved 3 points today. First half, really, we did nothing, but it seems to be a common theme that we start the first half quite slow, and if we manage to get in at half-time 0-0, usually we come out second half and do the business in the first 20-30 minutes of the second half and see the game out, and that is exactly what we did today. I mentioned to my great uncle who I sat next to that would be the case. I thought we'd come out second half, get a couple goals, as we did, and finish them off. Obviously, we had the penalty first half, never in doubt with Diaz. I don't believe he's missed a penalty for us. Just nerves of steel, can handle the pressure. He's obviously been on the big stages now against the likes of Argentina and whatnot, in front of those thousands of fans for Chile. So it was never in doubt of him stepping up. It's just a shame he weren't there on the pitch on Tuesday, wasn't it? But yeah, nice penalty. Then gets a second in the second half. Brilliant ball from Szmodics. After today's performance, I think he may have silenced a few people, as the celebration probably suggested when he got his goal. But I have been a critic, to be fair. But today was the first day I've watched Szmodics and thought, yeah, you seem like a player. Tuesday he had a chance which he probably should have took. Bit of a tame shot which he probably should have put in the back of the net. Bit more power and it goes in. But today, absolutely brilliant assist from the right for Diaz. But that is the problem, I think, with Szmodics. He's being forced to play down the middle. I'm not really sure that's his position, playing as a striker, basically. He's being asked to obviously press from the front. But once he drifted onto that right-hand side, just like he come on against Millwall and was on the right-hand side and looked quite bright for the little cameo he had against Millwall, puts a brilliant ball in for Diaz on a play. Diaz taps it in, 2-0. And then an absolutely brilliant ball from Tyler Morton, I believe it was, down the left channel this time for Szmodics. Cuts in on his right foot and a cool finish. Really good finish. And that's game over at that point, isn't it? So really calm, composed performance today. Quite solid at the back. There was one Ayala mistake, really, which had to be dealt with by Scotty Wharton coming in, I believe, and helping him out. But other than that, and obviously when they hit the post, we look quite sound, to be honest. But we move on to Wigan on Tuesday now, and yeah, considering our appalling record there and the fact, obviously, this is the game what's meant to be the loss now after the win. I can see us losing, to be honest. I will be there. I've got my ticket from the original fixture and still definitely going. Plan to go to every single of those derby games this year. You can't miss those. So even though I'm not going with high hopes, hopefully we can at least get something against those pie eaters, and I would love nothing more, as I mentioned on the preview to Dirk, for Dak to get one back on him after obviously he got injured against them 2019 December, so long ago now, but him getting injured and the Wigan fans showing how classy they are by jeering and cheering him off. So yeah, that's kind of sums them up, I guess, doesn't it? But let's hope we do the business against them. And then Middlesbrough away on at the Riverside on Saturday, which, they are down there, but they have got a new manager, or will have a new manager by then, I would have thought. So probably gonna be succumb to a new manager bounce. I know we didn't today, thankfully, but Middlesbrough are a bit of a different prospect. Middlesbrough away is a bit of a different prospect to Rotherham at home. But glad to get the 3 points today. It was the first fixture I think we've had this season where you kind of look at on paper and think that has to be 3 points. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, obviously nothing more, but it had to be 3 points today. Good to bounce back after that Cardiff defeat, and hopefully we go into Wigan with high hopes. And even if it doesn't go well on Tuesday against Wigan, I hope the fans don't get on JDT's back again today. I thought the football was brilliant today, especially in the last 20 minutes when Rotherham just looked shot and we were just toying with them. Really, it just become a bit of a training game, to be honest with you, just passing it round, knocking it about, and made it look men versus boys for the last 20-30 minutes, to be honest with you. Really did embarrass them in the end. But 3 good goals, and Tyler Morton got man of the match, well, player of the match, should I say. I'm not allowed to say man of the match no more. Which I thought was a bit harsh on Szmodics, Diaz, even Ryan Hedges. I thought he had a really good game today from right wing back. Made a big impact on the game from right wing back. Obviously, when we have the ball, he's coming out, just kind of taking up a free role, it seems, wherever he wants, wherever he's needed. And, when we have the ball, when the opposition have the ball, rather, he's tucking in on that right wing back spot. So I liked what I saw today of the 5 at the back. I didn't mind the system today. I was questioning a bit after the Millwall game. I'm not going to lie, it weren't the most convincing of performances, but I would not be surprised to see us go back to a 4 against Wigan, because it seems like he almost has 2 sort of teams in mind, and bring Britton back into the team and bring Dolan back into the team potentially, and go to that formation we saw against Cardiff. But seeing as obviously it didn't really work against Cardiff, will he stick with a 5? Guess we'll have to see on Tuesday. But yeah, good win today. Move on to the next one. Hopefully we can break the cycle, at least get a point. I'd take a point from Wigan away right now, and then bring on Borough away.
My instant reaction to Blackburn Rovers smashing Rotherham. Sorry, Rotherham. 3-0. Yes, I got my prediction right. That's got to be worth something, Dirk. So I'll be waiting for the royalties with bated breath. No doubt for a long time. But that's beside the point. Yes. No, amazing result, and really, really happy and a little bit tipsy. I've had some sort of Hungarian version of vodka with ice and lemonade, a little bit all over the place. Got neck ache. I think I'll be sleeping on my neck, like trying to bury myself into the bed, into the mattress, and somehow, obviously I didn't want to leave the bed because I was burying myself into it. I thought I'd rather have neck ache than leave this bed. So yeah, I've got the neck ache. So drinking to get over that, and also celebrate Rovers' amazing victory, 3-0 against Rotherham. They were at home. Always want to be winning your home games. Should be winning the home games with the players we've got, and we did. We did the business. It wasn't great in the first half, but they turned it on in the second half. They made it happen. Szmodics, so happy for him with the assist. A great cross for Diaz for the second goal. Obviously, we had the first goal in the first half, Morton being taken out in the penalty area, Diaz scoring the penalty. Awesome. Then we had Szmodics setting up Diaz for the second, for another one. And then to cap it all off, Szmodics with his goal. Awesome. It was Dolan got the ball in midfield, powering through, passed it to Szmodics, and Szmodics on the left side of the pitch drilled it into into the far right corner of the goal for his second goal. First goal of the game, but I believe that's his second goal for us. But awesome. Really happy for Szmodics. Really wanted him to turn it on and do the business, and he did do that. So fair play to him. Really fair play to him. Happy to not be too drunk yet, and to see Dak come on. And it would have been brilliant if Dak could have, taken away the prediction that I had of 3-0 and made it 4-0. I would have been very happy with that. But not if it affects, any kind of payment that I'm getting for doing this. But I don't think it will somehow. Yes, this is amazing. I'm so happy. I'm overjoyed, and I'll probably be drinking some more. I have been invited out, so it's looking like I will be. And I'm working tomorrow, so wish me all the best. And onwards and upwards to Rovers, and let's hope we can follow a win with a win for the first time for a long time since the beginning of the season. That would be amazing. Draw, I think we'd even take a draw away to Wigan, wouldn't we? It would be draws are not the end of the world. I prefer a draw. Yes, so I'd take a draw over a defeat, or even a loss. But I'm hoping that we can go to Wigan, and come on, we're due to go to Wigan and give them a lesson in losing to us. So come on, Rovers, let's go to Wigan and smash them and make it back-to-back victories, get in the playoffs, stay in the playoffs, and make it a great season. I know it's meant to be a transitional season, or even a transitional season, but come on, it'd be amazing. We can do this. Anything's possible. Make it into the playoffs and give it a go. And onwards and upwards, Rovers. Rover and out.